Now, it's completely destroyed. Hopefully, Richard won't find out what happened before I leave. The explosion has pushed it over. Now a chemical of some sort is pouring out of it. It's going to take Richard quite a bit of time before he begins another experiment, I'd say. I think he may not have even seen the... I think he has work to do. Tools for maintaining the fireplace. Tools for a few small... strong concentrated acid that Richard gave me. We'll see how strong this acid is. Very well. The lock has fallen off. A stone lock. Strange. Maybe it is just a symbol. Secret passage. I can't go any further. The tomb is locked like a safe. At least I know I'm approaching my goal. I think I'll need the right key. The lock looks odd and quite complex. That symbol on the lock, though, I've seen it before. I think I'll need the right key. The lock looks... That symbol on the lock, though. I've seen it. Pardon me, can I ask you something?
Yes?
There is a symbol of a very unique cross-like shape in the chapel. Would you happen to know anything about it?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. It's an old symbol of the nobleman of the manor. It's strange, though. I've never noticed it there myself. Eleanor has got the only remaining one in her jewelry box.
I'd like to see it. Where exactly is that box?
She tends to keep it nearby. It's probably somewhere in the main hall. The mansion will be closed for the night. Take my key from the table over there.
Thanks. I'll leave you to your work then. I cannot go upstairs now. I would wake Eleanor. She need not know I'm walking around the mansion during the night. The fire is out. The bottom part looks exactly like the opening in the grate of the underground tomb. Iron juts are coming out of the bottom side. This must be Durgan's tomb. They've all been chiseled from stone. Except for their size, there is nothing special about them. Why are there so many of them about the tomb? They've all been chiseled. The curtain of steam makes it impossible to estimate the distance to the bottom. The floor may have collapsed deeply. I'd better hold back. There's an opening on the top. There's an opening. Use a stranger's head, or your own will shed. There's an opening on the top. There's an opening on... I'll try to push the lid off. The roots have worked their way down here. Soon they will disrupt the whole ceiling of the tomb. There's an opening. Except for their size. There's an opening. There's quite... This one has a crack on it. It looks a bit different than the other ones. It has probably cracked by itself. Who knows? This one has a crack on it. Why are there... It has probably cracked. It can't have fallen any worse. I probably ran out of luck in the mines yesterday. Damn, it's too far. I can't reach it. This one isn't made of stone like the other ones. To whom could such a large skull have belonged? It's too I can't. It's too. They've all been chiseled, except for their side. There's an opening. A massive metal poker. Maybe I'll reach it now. An old key with a drawing of a human skull. That sound! What was that? Duggan Gordon. I did not have any reason to extend my stay in Wales. The next morning, I said goodbye to Eleanor and returned to Black Mirror.
Samuel, you have returned sooner than I expected. How are things in Wales? Is Eleanor well?
Yes, she's quite well. I gave her your letter.
Thank you, Samuel.
I can hear uncertainty in your voice. Has something gone wrong?
I'm afraid it has, my dear. Bates, you tell Samuel. I do not want to speak about it myself.
Yes, madam. First, about Sir Robert. He went away the night you left for Wales, sir. Just before he left, he told me he had to go to Ashbury on an urgent matter.
I know. I spoke with him about it. Did something happen in the sanatorium?
Unfortunately, sir, I do not know. Sir Robert did not return home that night. In fact, we have had no news of him since then.
Maybe he had to stay there. He told me he had a lot of work.
That is what we thought too. But the head nurse told us he left the gates of Ashbury just before midnight.
That's strange indeed.
He would often stay at the sanatorium for several days in a row, but he would always let us know. We do not know what could have happened.
Bates, do not speak like this.
I'm sorry, madam. I did not mean it that way.
We'll wait until this evening and then call the sanatorium. Maybe Robert will have returned by then.
Bates, you started to say, first, about Sir Robert. Is there anything I should know?
Yes, sir. I just don't know if I can speak about it in front of madam.
Oh, go ahead, Bates. The thought is inevitable anyway.
All right, then. Detective Collier showed up this morning. I thought he had come because of Henry's drowning, but I was mistaken. Someone from the village found a body of a boy in the woods. Collier came here to inform us only. This time he spared us his questions.
A body of a boy? What happened to him?
Detective Collier suggested that the boy had been killed by the wolves.
Did he mention the place where it happened?
No, I did not want to ask him about anything.
Oh, I understand.
Too much evil has come to us within the last 2 days. Do not know what is going on, Samuel. Now please excuse me. I do not want to talk about this any longer.
Yes, I understand. I'll probably go to my room.
I lit up your fireplace already this morning, sir. It's very cold today.
Robert said something about a runaway patient before he left. Robert. And that boy. Indeed, some very strange things have been happening around here lately.
I am afraid I have no news for you, sir.
I don't want to upset Victoria with yet another conversation. I'll talk to her later.
She's reading a book. He looks tired. Always he looks
I am
Durham Gordon's key. The key I found in my... As though I've heard...
The door is locked. The door. I haven't any reason.
Robert hasn't returned yet. Nobody knows where he could be. Today's newspaper. I don't want to read it. Victoria is a... Victoria... It's pleasantly warm in here. I should hang my clothes over the chair in the evening so that they dry. There's enough light in here. He's a cretin. Something tells me I should... He's a cretin. He's fixing something. Morris, do you have a moment?
Sure.
Morris, what do you know about that dead boy they found in the woods?
Me? I don't know anything about him. But I'll tell you this. Some pretty weird things have been happening around here lately. Some damn strange things indeed.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
It's empty. Today's menu: roe deer on cream, wild boar shoulder, gamekeeper style. Harry's wife always did cook well.
Master Gordon, have you heard what happened?
Yes, I have.
Poor boy. And I was so mean to him. I hope someone kills that beast of a wolf real soon. I'll hang its stuffed coat above the door. You can count on that.
How do you know it was a wolf?
Well, what else could it be? It was a wolf, that's for sure.
Maybe.
There's no reason to.
Harry is a he would put him. Harry's pub is. I need to talk to you.
Go ahead, but make it quick.
Have you heard what happened?
Yeah, it's terrible. You know, I don't get distressed easily. But this boy, I feel sorry for him. They found him torn to pieces. Those damn beastly wolves. I'd like to see traps set all over the place. And shoot whatever the traps don't take care of.
Where did it happen?
Close to the old mines, right around that bloody altar.
Stonering?
Yes, there. That place is haunted, that's for sure. It was once the sacred ritual place of the druid wizards. It's an evil place. Poor little thing.
Stonering. I used to play there as a child too. I should go have a look around there.
I don't want it to go good.
He doesn't look. The shop is closed. From Willow Creek, I set my steps towards the dark woods at the edge of our manor. My thoughts were with the ritual place of the ancient druids, Stonering.
Mr. Gordon, may I ask what you're doing here? Why have you come to this place?
I heard what happened, and I wanted to see for myself. I don't like what's been happening at all. You don't mind, do you?
No, it's all right, as long as you do not impede my investigation. Strange that we should not meet again at the place where the tragedy was occurred. Don't you think?
No, I don't. I'm trying to understand what is going on here. Just like you.
This is police work, Mr. Gordon. Things have been getting more and more complicated recently, and I don't need more added confusion. No offense intended.
None taken. I quite understand. Can you at least describe to me what happened?
Well, since you've come this far, I suppose I should tell what I know. But first, you tell me what you already know, so I'm not wasting my time.
I only know that they found the body of a young boy here, and it appears that he was killed by wolves.
Then you know almost all that I do. There's not much more I can add to that. The boy probably wandered too far from the village last night. Very imprudent. When the wolves attacked him, he was trying to escape. Unfortunately, the furious beasts got to the unlucky lad. You know the rest already.
Don't you find it odd that the bloodstains are only on that big stone in the middle?
I'd say the boy was trying to run to a higher place. But it was no help. That's all I'm willing to tell you. Gordon, I don't want you to speak about this with anyone else, you understand? People know way too much already, and I don't want to be hanging to these scary, tall stories.
I'll keep it to myself.
Good. I need to reflect on a couple of matters now.
Of course. Would you mind if I had a look around here?
What makes you so interested in all this? You wouldn't happen to know anything I don't, would you?
Well, I'm not quite sure.
You would tell me if that were the case, right?
Certainly.
Very well then. Do whatever you want here. I have no reason to ask you to leave.
Have you found out anything new about Henry's death?
Yes, a new fact has come to light that has made things clearer to me. I was just about to close the case, but then I spoke with the pathologist.
Dr. Herman?
It seems that Mr. Stanton did not die by suffocation, or drowning for that matter.
How did he die then?
Herman has not been able to determine the exact cause yet. He has not arrived at a conclusive assessment yet, so I gave him some more time. What's certain, though, is that Stanton's lungs were not full of water, as is common with drowning. You see what this could mean if it were confirmed.
Not quite, Detective.
It would mean that he died somewhere else, and his body was carried and dumped into the fountain.
Another murder, then?
Doubtless, should Herman confirm his theory. I will not tell you anything else. You are more than necessary already. I would, however, like to ask you something. Just a routine, you see, Gordon?
Yes, go ahead.
I have only one question. Where were you yesterday at about this time?
Well, if you must know, I was visiting my relatives at a remote manor in Wales.
And what was the purpose of that visit?
Well, just a family visit, nothing special. Why are you interested?
Just a routine question, Gordon.
But that's all for now.
All right.
I can't. One of 3 menhirs that form a triangle around the altar. The stones may have played a role in the Druids' rituals. There are many such as these in the forest. Green fern. Green fern. A small piece of cloth is sticking from under the leaves. The detective probably doesn't know about it. Green fern. I can't pick it up. Colin will see I found something. I've got to distract him somehow. I can't. Another symbol. I should make a drawing of it. I should make a... There are some... There's quite... Strange. The plant that's clinging to it looks burnt. A wind chime made of metal strips and iron fragments. So much blood. So this is where little Vic died. Blood on the stone hasn't even dried yet. The third stone in the triangle. He keeps writing something in his notebook. He's asking too many questions for my taste. He keeps writing Detective.
Yes?
I have had a look around this place, and I've noticed something. You might be interested in this.
Yes, I'm listening.
There is a symbol of some sort over there on that big stone to the left.
Yes, I've seen it. It could have been here for years, maybe even longer.
Oh, I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
Well, the paint is very bright, and also, I have seen a similar symbol before.
Really? Where?
Not exactly like this one, but quite similar. In fact, I have seen two different symbols. The first one on the old tower of our castle, and I noticed another one on the fountain where Morris found Henry.
That's rather strange indeed. But you can remain calm, Nolan. I know from experience, often even the strangest things sometimes have little meaning. To me, those are just old signs. Who knows? Maybe they were used in the past to mark something that have long been forgotten. There might be dozens of them across the manor.
Maybe.
I doubt they have any connection with the case.
I'm not so sure about that. But that's all for now.
All right.
I can't go back. Don't know. He's asking too. I can't pick green flag. Rich. I can't pick it up. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Keeps writing so. Should done. No. I can't. as though I've heard that melody somewhere before. A common... Now it works as strong concentrate. I can't go. I'd better. I can't pick. One of the many stones around the altar. Perhaps they were once used to form a circle around the altar. This should keep the detective busy for a while. Detective?
Yes?
I found something that may interest you. There is a stain here on the stone behind you. I think it might be blood.
Where exactly is it?
Right behind you. On the right.
Thanks for warning me. I didn't notice it at first.
You're welcome. Here is my chance. I have to pick up the handkerchief while he is distracted elsewhere. He's asking. Don't know. The Gordon symbol is embroidered in the cotton. How could the handkerchief have gotten there? The Gordon symbol. I have no idea. I should ring the bell.